up, YouTube? I'm back in the still standing garage. We're gonna continue working on the Monte. Now that the hinges are nicely painted, ready to go, and they look real clean. Really like the way they came out. I was getting a lot of comments on the spring cracking, the paint cracking on the spring as I used them. So I am planning on chroming them out later on, or actually sending both brackets later on with to get powder coated. But that's in the future. Right now, this is a very inexpensive way of making parts look nice. It is what it is. So we're gonna keep moving on the Monte Carlo over here. We're gonna keep blocking. That's what needs to be done next. I gotta finish the driver door over here. Gotta do this, the fender. Gotta finish blocking the fender, the bottom side there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the hardtop again, block this again. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, with all of it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a time lapse and then show you little parts of it, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. We'll see. Let's go. All right, YouTube, so this is where I'm at right now. It's a little dusty in here. I just blew everything off, but I'm still blocking the hardtop over here, the roof. I still have some blocking to do. You can see some black there. I'm thinking this is gonna block out. Some of these areas here are black still with the guide coat, so I think those are gonna block out too. But it's turning out to be, well, this video is turning out to be Block Party Volume 5 over here, because this is what I've been doing for what seems to be the longest in eternity. But it is what it is. One thing I want to do is, after I block the hardtop, I want to wet check it. I haven't wet checked this panel. The hardtop is the only one I haven't wet checked, or actually the hood too. I haven't checked it, but I haven't blocked that yet. So I do want to wet check this, because if you guys remember, or if you don't, the hardtop did have a lot of work that I needed to get done, and there was a lot of pits and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that, you know, everything's all out and everything looks good. I mean, it looks good now when I'm blocking it. Like I said, these areas I'm gonna block out, and we should be all right, but I still want to wet check it. One thing I want to note was when I started blocking and sanding these pins here, I put it on Instagram, you know, how much it sucked to sand in here, because, you know, you're banging your fingers and shit. So you're hitting your fingers as you're going around, because you can't really get in there with the block. Like all these areas here, I was able to hit it with the block, like in here too, as much as I could, but around the pins you can't. But one person mentioned on Instagram that you could actually drill these out, like you could shave these off and drill holes there, and they actually sell the pins on eBay where you could screw them on from the inside. So that for me was new information, which is pretty crazy. I mean, if I would have known that, I would have done that, because I do want to keep my chrome strips. I have all of them, and I believe they're in good shape. I haven't seen them in 16 years, but I remember the last time I saw them, I think they were pretty good. So just wanted to mention that to you guys, just in case you guys didn't know about it. I mean, it was new information for me. Pretty sure it's going to be new information for some of you out there. So check that out if you are thinking of doing that and keeping your chrome strips. Shave those off. Make your life easier by being able to block this without banging up your fingers. So be on the lookout for that. One other thing that I noticed that I want to tell you guys about is these hinges. You see the bushing in there, how it's broken? It's good on the back side, but it's broken right here. And I believe this is the only bushing that's broken, because I checked the passenger side and I checked the bottom side here. So, I mean, my doors were closing pretty good. I did the body work with the doors on, and, you know, lined all this up. Like the fender to the door was pretty good. So was the back quarter panel over there with the door. So they weren't hanging, but because I seen this, I want to make sure I take care of that. There is a tool to remove this spring. I already ordered it. I believe it should be getting here tonight. And then I did order that, and I did order the bushing kit and pin for this. So I should be good to go tonight, so that way tomorrow we could possibly start working on that. like I said, I'm blocking the hardtop still, and that is taking me forever. So this video is going to be mostly about blocking. I know I said that I was going to try to time lapse all that, but this is what it takes. And right now it's Wednesday, and I usually try to upload by Friday. So this is what this video is going to turn out to be. But I'm gonna try to take these off on this video. But yeah, and you could tell that these weren't replaced. These are the stock ones. So you see the little nipple on the top of the pin there, so it wouldn't come out. So these are stock, so they've never been replaced. But like I said, they were in good shape. The passenger side too is they're in really good shape. But since I'm gonna be replacing it because of this one, I might as well do the other side too. So one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to remove the hinge from here. I want to leave it on there because, like I said, everything's lined up. I don't think this bushing being broken made a huge difference when it came to lining up the door. And the bottom one, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it has any play in it. So I want to keep the hinges on there so that way everything's lined up pretty good when I put everything back together. So let's keep it moving. Too much talking over here, so I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna finish blocking the hardtop here, finish doing that, and possibly wet check it hopefully tomorrow, Thursday. So I'll block check it. I gotta finish doing the other side, and then we'll go from there. And then we can start working on the hinges hopefully on this video too, and start removing the pins and the spring on there. Let's go.
Perfect.
Alright YouTube, so the whole hardtop is already blocked down. It's ready to go. I wiped it completely down. I cleaned it up real good so that way I can start spraying that quick check. I do have to hit a couple areas like all these, but I'll do that off camera. It's all good. These areas right here, those I could hit later. This right here, but the main part of the hardtop is done, which is what I want to check to make sure that everything is nice and smooth, and it will be good to go so that way I can move on. So same thing here, I gotta hit those areas. I did hit the backside over here. Man, this hardtop has come a long way just by touching right here. It just reminds me of where the damn hardtop was months ago. But it's good to go. Let's go ahead and start spraying that quick check. Show you guys what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't know, I'm gonna use this quick check. It says it right there, simulates gloss finish to make color matching faster and easier, but I'm using it for me to wet check it and make sure that it's nice and straight. There's not all these waves all over it. So let me put you guys down. I'm gonna spray it and then we'll check it out together. Let's go. It looks straight. I'm super happy with this. Look at the reflection of the lights in the ceiling. Let's see if I could go kind of slow. We could check it out. Look how clean that looks. Man, all this damn sanding and going and blocking. I think the roof or the hardtop took like 2 or 3 sessions of primer. And then all those pits and everything that was on there. Look at that. Look at the reflection of the windows over there on the garage door. Looks super clean. I'm really happy. Dang. I had pits everywhere. There's no way to point them all out, but like I knew it was a lot of them. Like I had a big dent right here. Well, not a big one. It was kind of a long, how can I explain it? Like a long dip, I guess. Like a skim coat of filler and then glaze later on took care of it. But man, it looks real clean. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy that I can move on to something else and I don't have to worry about this hardtop anymore. Let me see if we could go like this real slow. Super clean. Really like it. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna check it off camera to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I gotta record something for IG so we could put it up there. Let's go. All right, YouTube. So I already wiped down the hardtop a bit. Now that it checks out, it's really good and ready to go. I'm gonna start working on the hinges now. Start taking off the pins. So the thought process on this, I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna take them off and take off the spring and everything, and then paint them separate. So then that way later on after it's painted, I could put the pin and then the bushings in. Hopefully I don't scratch anything up, but I think that would look badass. Even though nobody's gonna see that, but I think, you know, for me it's gonna be pretty cool that you're gonna be able to see the difference in how it was assembled. I don't know, it's just pretty cool for me. So here's the bushing kit, or the bushing and pin kit that I bought. Bought these on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description on these. But yeah, see how these are black and then the bushings are brass color. I mean the car's gonna go with the midnight blue pearl, so these would, I think, will stand out and it will look real nice. I also bought me a face shield. I used to have an old one. My old one got busted, so I bought that on Amazon too. Oh, and here's the tool to remove the spring. You see I don't know if you can see that in the picture. It's all dusty. But yeah, I'm gonna use it to take off the spring right now. I'm gonna put a link in the description on this one too. I bought it on Amazon as well. So I've seen reviews where they start cracking from here as they're using them. So I mean, we'll see how it works out. And I've seen other reviews where it works out perfectly for some other people. So we're gonna get to it right now. So the game plan right now will be to try to grind off these nipples there, so I can bang it down and take it out. I've seen people where they cut them in half. I might have to do that to this one because this is down here and I could get to it if I could turn the pin, because the nipple on this one is on the back side. Same thing on this one on top. See how it's at the back side over here. I don't think I'll be able to fit the grinder right here with the cutoff wheel to cut that off. If I could turn it with some pliers, then perfect. Then I'll go for it and knock it down from the top, and then knock this one from the bottom up, because this one is down. Oh, and another thing, I'm gonna take pictures too, because I'm gonna take them off right now. I don't know when I'm gonna put them back on. Just want to make sure I put them on the right way. I mean, they look simple, but you never know, you know. It's better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna take pictures of that, of how the bushings are placed and all that great stuff. So let's get it going. I'm gonna take this one out real quick and start setting up. I am gonna put a piece of cardboard here, because once I start grinding, I don't want any of those parts to go in there. And I mean, the interior is not in great shape, but still I don't want anything catching on fire. I'd rather have this catch on fire than the interior. So let's go. As soon as I take them out, I'm gonna take pictures of where the bushings are located, because this bushing looks like it's going up. I think this one's going down. I don't feel like a head of the bushing here, so we'll see how it goes. All right, let's try out that tool, see where it's at. One thing I do want to let you guys know is that I am wearing the face shield right now, because if this thing does break and the spring pops off, I mean, I don't care if it hits me in other places of my body, but not the face. Not the face. So let me see if I'm getting that on the camera. Let me see, put you guys down a little bit more so you guys can check it out. So the intention here is to put it in as far out it can go inside of there, so that way when you compress it, you're good to go. All right, let me swipe down the face shield. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let's go. I did push it up all the way in there. Kind of go slow. Hopefully this thing is not cracking. Let's check it out. No, it doesn't look like it's cracking. And it's out. There you go. It held up. I'm gonna release it now. Release it. That made it super easy. Take it out. Hopefully it doesn't completely pop out. It looks like it is gonna pop out. Let's see if I can. There it goes. Alright, face shield off. So, I'm wondering if I could buy these new. If I could buy these new, because I know if I paint them, these are probably going to crack. Same thing as the hinges. The hood hinges. So if I could buy these brand new, that shit would look badass. Black pin, brass bushings, and then this, whatever color it comes, factory or remanufactured, whatever it is. So this tool held up pretty good. It actually did its thing. Didn't have any issues with it. I remember when I did the Regal's hinges, I did the same thing, but I remember I removed the hinges from the Regal and I did them on a vise. I had a hard time removing that damn spring. And there we go. So now, so this is moving, so that's perfect. Now I could possibly get this pin, I mean the nipple there. So let's see where we're at. And this is gonna need a lot of cleanup. All right, so I'm gonna grind off these nipples here. I'm gonna put up my cardboard right now to protect over here if I can. And then start grinding off these nipples and see if we could bang it out. I'm gonna use this little mini chisel to pop it from the top, from right here. Let me see if I could, there you go. So I could pop it from the top here. And then we could go from there. So let's see. We can knock that out right now. All right, let me set up real quick. I'll bring you guys back on. Let's go. All right, got my grinder, cutoff wheel. It's ready to go. I'm gonna put on my face shield. I have glasses under here too. So I'm gonna throw on the face shield. I'm gonna cut that out. Hopefully it works out. I really don't want to cut it in half. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna reuse them, but I want to see if I could get it out one shot. So let's go. I'm gonna hit that up real quick. We need power first. That will make a lot of sense. Hold on. All right, power's on. Let's see if we can do this. I also don't want to mess up the hinge. I mean, I could sand it off, but still. All right, took off one of the nipples. See that there? I touched a little bit, but I didn't take off too much. All right, so let's go. Face shield on. All right, let's check it out. Little three pounder right here. That's not good, but it is looking like it's coming out. I'm gonna go get another one that's more of like a center punch, so I'll be right back. All right, I got this one. Nice little center punch. It's a little bit undersized compared to the pin, so it could go through. There it is, it's going. Let's hit it through the rest of it. Doesn't look like it's going through the rest of it. There it goes. Maybe I was missing. You see that? Yep. And there it is. Took it out one piece. Looks good. It works out. Alright, let's take this off. So look how messed up this is. Real dirty. Super dirty. Gives me a chance to clean it all up real nice. Get that nice and what would we call it, rebuilt. So here's the bushing. The top one looks pretty good. That won't come off. The bottom one is the one that was busted. Let me see if I can get that. Let me take them off so that way I can show you guys. See, look at this one. This is the one that was broken, the bottom piece right here. So I'm gonna take a picture of, should have took a picture of that so that way I know that how they go back. Let me see. Hold it up like that. We're good. And there it is. Now I could clean all that up, paint all of it. The roller, I was looking at it earlier. It doesn't have that much play in it. I think I'm good with it. I'm not gonna go that far and replace that. It looks pretty good. Everything's good. Now I gotta do the bottom one. It's pretty much the same thing, but going up pretty much the other way. So let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on camera, but we'll see. You'll find out right now. Let's go. Alright YouTube, so I'm going to take off this bottom hinge on the next one. I got to clean up my mesh right here. Another thing I want to let you guys know is that I'm dropping a new shirt today. I'm going to put it up on the screen. That shirt I'm dropping today, and with this shirt you get 6 entries to win the giveaway, which is the 13x7 rims. So only this shirt is double the entries. So go ahead and get you your merch. The links are always in the description. And another thing is that I want to let you guys know is not only are you getting badass merch, you're entering the giveaway and you're also supporting the Still Standing Garage. So go ahead and get you some merch. And another thing too is this side, or on both sides, the only one that has a spring is the top one. The bottom one doesn't have a spring. I might do a how-to video probably on Wednesday or something like that, just showing how to remove it. So that way it's only a video focused on that. But yeah guys, go get you some merch. Support the channel, enter the giveaway, win some rims. It could be you. Let's go.